Bonjour, this is Madam Hess. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to teach you a short little lesson on les objets, okay? Object pronouns, okay? We start off in lesson 503, and we also review them in lesson 603. So that's why it's in both lesson 5 and 6. Okay. First thing we need to do is just talk about what a pronoun is. And a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. Think about this. If you were writing and you wanted to talk about your desire for a sandwich, I am so hungry for a sandwich. I want to have a sandwich. I can't wait to eat a sandwich. Where is a sandwich? I don't see a sandwich. There is a sandwich. I want a sandwich. Don't you get tired of hearing the word sandwich, 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 sandwich? It's just like overkill. So that's why I think somebody back in the day invented the concept of pronouns. It's another word that takes the place. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Okay, so that's what an object pronoun is. The object pronoun in English always goes after the verb, so it's in the same position in the sentence. But in French, it's a little bit different because they put their object pronouns in front of the verb, whereas in English, we put it after. So if you look at this example right here, Paul looks at me, okay? In French, you don't say Paul regarde me, you have to say Paul me regarde. Paul me looks at. Okay. Alrighty, the words below are used to refer to people or things. Le, la, and les. Okay? Usually with le, la, and les, we are used to seeing them as the articles that go before the noun. So in some ways, guys, it makes it pretty easy to remember what an object pronoun is, because if a word is masculine, like le sandwich, just get rid of sandwich, and the object pronoun would be le. Or you could say la baguette, the baguette, okay? Baguette is la, so if you just want to say it instead of baguette, you just get rid of the word baguette. And then if it's plural, you're just going to use les. It would be les baguettes, get rid of baguette, and you have les. Or it's les livres, the books, get rid of books, and it's les. Okay, and we can usually we translate it as it, but if we're talking about a guy, le garçon, or a girl, la fille, you use the le or the la. Okay, as always, I hope you have your French notebook open and are taking notes. Okay, these are the object pronouns that refer to people already mentioned. All right, so me, or M apostrophe, stands for me. So that should be easy to remember. We just pronounce it the same, but it's spelled exactly the same. If we want to say to, or if we want to say you, you're going to use t or t apostrophe if the word that follows begins with the vowel. If you want to say us, they looked at us, you're going to use nous. And if you wanted to say they looked at you all, meaning all of the kids in the classroom, you're going to use like vous. Or if you're talking about the President of the United States, you're going to use the vous form because you're showing respect. Okay, take a minute, pause the video, write these down, and then restart it. Okay, once again, let's review the word order. In English, we say I see it, he has it, they watch them, Paul sees me. In French, notice what we did with the object pronoun. We put it before the verb. I, it see, he, it has, they, them watch, Paul, me, sees. So this is usually the biggest difficulty with object pronouns. Here's an example. Je regarde le lapin. I am looking at the rabbit. If I want to say I am looking at it or I look at it, you're going to get rid of the word lapin. You're left with a le. But remember, in English, you would say je regarde le, I see it. But in French, you have to say I, it, see. So that le cannot stay at the end of the sentence. So you're going to pick it up and hop it over the verb, and you're going to plant it right there. And it becomes je le regarde. I see it is how we would translate it. But when you read it, you're going to, if you're thinking in English, it's like I, it, see. Je le regarde. Alrighty, guys. So that, in a nutshell, that's an introduction to object pronouns. Let's look at some practice. Alrighty. I have the answers on the next slide. So why don't you just pause this video? And what you're doing is you're taking the noun that's in orange, and you're going to replace it with its object pronoun. Il mange la baguette. He eats the baguette. Nous avons les crayons. We have the pencils. Je vois Sam. I see him. So give it a whirl. Pause the video. Restart it. And I'll show you the answers. Okay, réponse, the answers. Il la mange. He eats it. Nous les avons. We have it. Je le vois. I see him. Okay, here's another 3 sentences. Mes copines aiment les chaussures. Okay, my friends like shoes. J'achète le pantalon bleu. I am buying the blue pants. Tu portes les chaussures à talons hauts. You are wearing high-heeled shoes. So, okay, obviously the words in kind of yellow, I guess it's more of a gold. See if you can replace them. Put the video on pause and check the answers on the next slide. Here you go. Mes copines les aiment. My friends like them. Je l'achète. Notice that because achète starts with a vowel, you have to make a contraction. And tu portes les chaussures à talons hauts. You're wearing high-heeled shoes. Tu les portes. You are wearing them. Okay, so there you go. Once again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Other than that, bonne chance and good luck. Hope all is well. Au revoir.